I just want to start off today's video by saying thank you. Thank you for watching, thank you for commenting, thank you for liking my videos. The vibe on my channel recently and like all the love I've been getting on the last couple of videos, like that's crazy to me just to think of like how far we've come from. I've almost been doing this close to a year now, so I just appreciate every single one of you guys, and you guys are building the foundation for this community. I hope you guys enjoy it, and I just want to just really let you guys know how thankful I am for you. And in today's video, we're going to be talking about the best foods for weight loss. Stay tuned. What is up, you guys? It's Anthony Monda. Thank you for tuning in to another video. Really appreciate your support. Hope you guys are crushing your journeys. Make sure to let me know how it's going. Always keep me updated with that stuff. I love hearing about the progress you're making, changes in weight, new things that you're doing just in life, how much it's changed your life. Just continue to let me know, because that, like, you motivate me when I hear stories about that, so continue to let me know. Also, an exciting thing, today is March 1st. Tomorrow we'll be going to the Arnold Classic in Ohio. I'm actually in Ohio. And I hope to get some footage for you guys. Maybe do a little vlog action or something like that. Let's see who I meet and stuff. So, Arnold's a really good time. Meet really good like-minded people. Hopefully I'll be able to connect with some of you guys. And, in the future, I want all you guys. I eventually want to meet all you guys and, just thank you personally. But the Arnold tomorrow will be a cool experience, so like I said, hopefully I'll get some good footage for you guys, and that'll be something cool for you guys to look forward to. Alright, so let's talk about the best foods for weight loss. Straight up, there is no such thing. Alright, I hope you guys know this by now by watching my content, or follow me on Instagram or on Twitter, but there's no such thing as a best food for weight loss. If you search that just like on the internet, you're going to get a list of foods that you're going to say, chicken, broccoli, rice, berries, salmon, things like that. They're just, those common sense foods, and there is no such thing, okay? Healthy foods or like good foods or clean foods, those are all kind of like subcategories of healthy. The only thing that makes them good for weight loss or like better for weight loss is they're lower in calories, okay? They have more nutrients. They're more difficult to overeat. That's it. So naturally, you're going to eat less of them. Even if you do eat a little more than usual, the calories aren't going to rack up because they're naturally lower in calories. Like, that's it. Think about, this is a perfect example. Think about, a grilled chicken breast. It is very difficult to overeat. It is, high in, nutrients. So it has a lot of protein, a lot of other vitamins or whatever. And then it also is lower in calories. That's it. Like, there's no special thing. I think a lot of people think that some of these foods inherently are good or bad, that they have special properties in them that make it easier to lose weight, or like fat burning foods, like like berries and stuff, like I've read. And there's no such thing. No food like goes into your system and your body's like, oh, this is a grilled chicken breast or fruit, so I'm gonna not store it as fat. Like, it doesn't make sense, okay? So good foods, healthy foods, clean foods, what people really mean when they say those terms is simply they're lower in calories, they carry a lot of nutrients, a lot of minerals, a lot of vitamins, and they're difficult to overeat. Now, because of all that, it is hard to rack up the calories. That is simply it. Now, on the other side of the coin, let's talk about bad foods or dirty foods, stuff like that. I hate those terms because you should never call a food good or bad, because they're not, like, they don't have morals, like, they're not people or things. They're just food, simply food. But bad foods, their profile is simply they are higher in calories, they lack a lot of nutrients, and they are super easy to overeat. Now, a lot of people think, oh, I ate this pizza last night, so like pizza makes me fat. No, like, you weigh more the next day because pizza is really high in calories. It's low in nutrients, so it didn't fill you up, and you ate a lot because it was really good and it was very rewarding to your brain. That's it. There's nothing, you can have pizza and lose weight. You can have whatever food you want and lose weight. Literally, the way I always explain it, and I think this is the easiest way to explain it, your body requires a certain number of calories to lose weight, okay? Let's say this little imaginary line here. If you eat below this, whatever foods you choose, you will lose weight. If you eat above, you will gain weight. That's simply how it works. That's energy balance. It's science. Like, you can't, if you were to eat all like healthy or good foods, clean foods, and you ate too many calories, you would still gain weight. If you were to eat, all junk food and you stayed under your calories, you would still lose weight. That's why we see all these, all the time that, these naturally lean people seemingly like, it seems like they can eat whatever they want and they still don't gain weight. It's because you only see them eating one meal. So, they might not have a big appetite the rest of the day. So as long as they're staying under their calories, they can really technically eat whatever they want and lose weight. Now, I will say, I never recommend that. You shouldn't try to fit in the most most junk food you can in your diet and still lose weight, because that's not just good for your overall health. You're not going to feel as good. You're not going to perform as good, and I don't know. It's just not good for your health. Okay, but the reason people get this twisted is because they think they need to eat 100% clean foods in order to lose weight. Now, this works at first because you're super motivated. You're into, meal prepping and eating different foods, and you're like, oh, I'm eating healthy, this feels really good. But then you do that for 2 weeks or even, 5 days, and it gets really old. So it's a very overwhelming process. And to tell someone who's been eating junk food their whole life that they need to eat these foods to lose weight, or they need to eat these fat burning foods to lose weight, that's a complete lifestyle change. What if you were to tell them, okay, take the foods right now and try to eat a little bit less of those while incorporating some more nutrient-dense foods that are naturally going to be lower in calories, are going to help fill you up more, so that you're naturally going to not rack up the calories as easily as you were before. It's as simple as that. So there is no such thing as best foods for weight loss. Good foods are simply lower in calories. They don't have a lot of, or they're lower in calories. They have a lot of nutrients, and they're really difficult to overeat. It's really hard to overeat grilled chicken breasts or vegetables, right? I don't think any of us, I've known, a lot of people who went through binge eating. Not once have they mentioned any of those foods. Now, bad foods, they are naturally higher in calories, so think pizza, tacos, burgers, fries. They lack nutrients, like a pizza. And they're very easy to overeat, which allows you to rack up the calories very easily, which makes it seem like they're worse for weight loss, when in all reality, it's just that they really pack a punch when you eat it. You get your bang for your buck when you eat. That's a lot of calories when you eat those types of foods. So you can technically eat whatever foods you want in order to lose weight. Now, like I said, I don't really recommend that, because the more junk food you eat, the less full you're going to be, and the more prone you're going to be to overeat. So a very practical way to think about it is 80% of your foods should come from, whole foods, lean protein, fruits and veggies. Okay, that should make up the majority of your diet, because if you're doing that, you're not going to be hungry enough to, really smash food all the time. If you've done that before, that fills you up. Okay, and again, lower in calories. Now, the other 20% can be foods that, lifestyle meals. You go out with friends or family and you want to order a burger and fries. Sure, go get that. But as long as you're not doing that every single night, it's not a problem. Those foods aren't making you fat. It's just the excess of calories that are making you gain weight in the first place. Very, I don't know. I feel like there still shouldn't be a misconception about it, because there's a lot of people that give out this information, but for some reason, it is still around, the weight loss and fitness industry, that you need to eat certain foods in order to be in shape. And I just don't really get that at this point. I don't know. I don't really know who's giving this information. I know there's a lot of there's a lot of influencers and, even doctors who don't really have a lot of background in, science-based, science-backed nutritional education, stuff like that. So maybe that's the problem. Even MDs, even family doctors, their nutrition, within that degree is a day. Okay, so that's besides the point, but you can really eat whatever you want in order to lose weight. There is no such thing as best foods for weight loss. Don't let anyone tell you different, please. Just eat the foods that you like, that are moderately palatable, so that, you know, you're not going to be as excited to eat it as a pizza, but it's not as, you know, boring as a chicken breast, rice, and broccoli. You make sure that these foods fill you up, and you make sure that you can control your calories within your diet. And then you can fill in, you can keep trying out different foods to fill in those calories and try to figure out what works best for you, what allows you to feel like you're not being restricted, like you're not eating like boring, you know, bland foods, but also allows you to control your calories and keep you satiated throughout your diet while losing weight. That's the key right there. And that's why a lot of people struggle with this whole weight loss thing. They don't give it enough time. They don't give it, you know, there's not enough experimenting involved. You know, I always say you got to treat your body like your own science experiment. So if you're struggling, if something isn't working yet, if you haven't lost a lot of weight yet, you didn't mess anything up. There's nothing wrong with you. You just haven't experimented enough. You just haven't done it long enough, okay? So you just haven't found something that works best for you. So the good news about that is, if you try enough things, you're gonna find something that works for you. That's why, like, I don't talk bad about any diet, you know, because in all reality, if it works for you, if you lose weight on it, if you can sustain it, if you're, you know, it's causing you to be happier, like, I'm all for it. That's all it has to be. You just have to you have to find something that you can remain consistent with for a long period of time, that you can sustain even after you've lost the weight. So that's it. No such thing as best foods for weight loss. You don't have to eat chicken, broccoli, rice, fish, turkey bacon, all that stuff. Like, you can fit in some of those fun foods, just not all the time, okay? So kind of switch that mindset, and your mind will open up, and this whole diet thing and this whole weight loss thing won't seem as daunting. Thank you so much for watching the video. I hope you learned something. I hope you kind of already knew this from watching these videos, but I gotta put it out there because hopefully it'll help one person. Again, thank you guys so much for watching. Really appreciate the support lately. You guys are awesome. I'll talk to you soon.